logically sense, it's weird to have two different paradigms, and I'd like to put them into this. So that's why this is, at one point this is an overview of philosophy, but at some point it is also my own opinion, and this one to bring on the umbrella also including animal welfare onto sustainable development is new, or my own thing.
Yeah. And a question, the equation of stupid.
Yeah.
And I think I don't think it's a complex. I mean, it looks very simple, but it's really the topics are very complex because we don't understand what the carrying capacity of the planet is. If we knew what it was, then we could actually do something about it. So right now we're kind of going in the dark, understanding what is the carrying capacity of the planet. And some people say, oh, the planet doesn't have carrying capacity. I mean, maybe it does have a carrying capacity, but our technology can supplement some of the services that the ecosystem can provide.
Yeah.
And some people say, no, the ecosystem cannot, we cannot substitute those services that ecosystem provides. So I think the equation is not really as simple as you might thought about it. I mean,
no, but we don't know exactly what it is. But if you don't know exactly what it is, then you should use the precautionary principle. So if you first fish all the fish from the ocean, then you think, well, you know, science can't replace all the ecosystem services, then you might have a problem. And the same with cutting down primary forest or with climate change or anything. So then comes in the importance of the precautionary principle. If you don't know exactly what the world is, it is finite. There is some and we are playing fire with it. So that's the importance of the precautionary principle and the importance of science to figure out what this carrying capacity is.
But the carrying is more for us though than the planet. I mean, because we depend on services that the planet provides for us. That's why sustainability is more like a kind of a selfish thing, like to survive the survival of the human race.
Yeah.
Because there is, I mean, if an asteroid comes in, there's a lot of examples. I took a class where we talked about like an astrobiology class, and we talked about asteroids hitting planets and even hit the Earth, and 90% of the species disappeared. And so, after 10,000 years, we're back to where we are right now.
But actually, when an asteroid hits or when a huge volcano will end the end of the human race, that's not a moral question. That just happens. But when we are deciding, we are both contributing to these things. So we are now harming future generations. We are not so much harming ourselves. We have a choice, but we're not risking our own lives. We are living this comfortable life at the cost of other generations. So we are harming others, and that's a huge difference between the asteroid and being ourselves the asteroid. We have a choice, and as a choice, we're playing with ourselves, but with others, people in the third world, with all the animals in the future generation, and that's very immoral.
Mario, very quick.
Oh, very quick. If I can do. Yes, thank you very much for your nice scheme and philosophy. And I have some remark. It's more an adding remark. I don't think it's has to do with your philosophy, but I found in public discussions many times that they were mixing up scientific questions with moral questions.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very disturbing and confusing. And that was because I was reading, for instance, a book of Bas Haring, and he had the question, is het erg dat we biodiversiteit verliezen? Does it matter, does it mind that we lose biodiversity? And then he was mixing up one question, is it erg, like a question of do I mind, do we care, but like an absolute moral question, and mixing up with the question, are there abundant species? Like in ecology you had the question, is there a redundancy of species, that when we're missing species in the ecosystem, does it matter, does it change the functioning of the ecosystem? So that's a very limited scientific question. And he was mixing up all the time, he was mixing up those two questions. And I think also in the debate about climate change, many of those debates, they are mixing up the scientific question with the moral question.
That's true.
So I think, yeah, maybe also for your explanation of the ethics, I think it's always very important to keep it in mind. Are we talking about the facts? We can disagree about it.
But
and other.
Yes. Maybe it should be, this is science, actually, and these two are science. This is the skill of suffering and what the examples of environmental degradation. This is just base. So these and the other ones are knowledge. But you need input from real world. Otherwise, you are ending up with metaphysics, and we don't want that.
Yes, I agree with that. But yes, it's more in the public discussion that they also put the moral question as something about facts.
Well, that's why maybe people should have a course in philosophy to get.
Yes, I think so. Also, even scientists are talking about. I'm talking about the truth. It was amazing. It was amazing reading the book. Well, I think children at about 6 to 12-year-old are learning. You don't fight about preferences of colors, for instance.
Okay, great. And on that note, most of this is covered, or all of it, in your course, is it?
Yes.
Yes. So you can all attend if you want. Maybe you can help us all. So thanks very much, Floris, and we'll see you again in September.